Yo! So we've come to that time in the year when Australia starts to get really hot and my hay fever starts to go off the charts. But we're going to keep this ship sailing. So today we're going to bolt up the custom Catback exhaust I got. The hardest part about this build would probably be getting the factory bolts off. I've got a bit of gasket goo ready to go too. But yeah, this should be an easy installation and I'm keen to hear the sound difference. So let's get started. So what we have here is a 2¼ inch custom Catback running a high flow resonator into a twin loop muffler. She's in pretty rough shape, but given the price I paid for it, I can't complain at all. I got it so cheap. The car it was off was stolen and the crooks did not leave it in good condition. As you can see, there's a massive dent. This entire twin loop was packed full of dirt and there's still a few little bits and pieces inside there. Yeah, but I guess there's no harm in chucking it in and seeing whether it works or not. There's obviously very little gains to be made performance-wise from something like this for my car, so it's basically just for the noise, which is why I didn't bother going with anything aftermarket. First I'm going to give it a good clean with some water and maybe a bit of detergent, and we'll try get some of this dirt and grease off it. So that's about as clean as we're going to get the exhaust. I did use a little bit of degreaser here and there. I'm not too worried about how it looks. I just wanted to tidy it up a little before I put it on. But that's about all the effort I'm willing to invest into it. Can't wait to get it in and hear what it sounds like. So I'm going to jack it up using the point where the lower control arm meets the subframe. And then I'm going to place a jack stand at the jacking point. I'm beginning to think I probably should have jacked the front up first, but while we've got the back up, we might as well remove the muffler. Seeing a few hangers running along the exhaust system, so I think that's what I'll do first. Remove those with a bit of WD-40. So the new exhaust is, new to me exhaust is off an older Integra. Therefore the cat's probably not in great shape. It turns out there's a pretty massive issue with the catalytic converter. It's not really a catalytic converter anymore. I probably will find a way to get mine off and put it onto the current pipe, the new mid pipe. Time for the first startup now. Fingers crossed it works. This 2-hour install turned into like 5 days because of 2 bolts. So the massive hole in the, it's not massive, I'm hoping it's cosmetic, will hopefully make no difference to the sound. Here we go. So first thoughts, this exhaust, the mid-pipe and the twin loop muffler are already far quieter than a muffler delete, which is really good because that's the whole reason I didn't just do a permanent muffler delete. Plus with this exhaust I'm able to actually drive with the windows up and not worry about dying from carbon monoxide poisoning. I actually really like it. I love the fact that you can be stealthy but still have a bit of aggression to the tone. Let's hit VTEC. Come on, mate. Oh. Whoa! Oh, wow. I'm seeing a lot of smoke coming out the back. There must still be some residue in the exhaust from the previous owner. Okay. I'm just gonna drive around a bit more. Maybe we can burn some of that off. I don't know if you guys can see that, you probably can't. So having driven around for a bit now, I can honestly say I've fallen in love with the tone this exhaust emits. It's nowhere near as obnoxious as my muffler delete was, however it's obviously not as quiet and as mellow as my stock exhaust was, which kind of sounded like a vacuum cleaner in a sense. So yeah, I feel as if this exhaust has kind of achieved the perfect medium in between the muffler delete and stock. I was a bit doubtful at first. The resonator, the high flow resonator, I was worried that, I'd get quite a bit of rasp from it. Now the muffler delete was a little bit deeper than the tone of this. However, it was so obnoxiously loud that I just couldn't run it. I got tired of it after about a week. And I'm sure the neighbours weren't happy with me either. This is a little bit lighter, but the trade-off's worth it. So other than the two rounded nuts, the install was really easy because it was a direct bolt-on to my car. I just had to remove a few hangers, a few bolts here and there, stick the new one on, some gasket glue, all good. So this modification is definitely worth it, especially if you can get it cheaper. It doesn't really have any performance benefit to it, especially on a car like mine, but it definitely makes it so much funner to drive. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned and I'll catch you on the next one.